What's up, you all? What's up? Can y'all hear me? Is this thing on? What's up, you all? I am just getting back from a party me and the other half went to, and then we went out. We had such a good time. We danced. It was beautiful. So yeah. Yeah, so anyway, I'm just getting back. Hey, Pastor and chat child, they said Tom in jail. Oh my God, Castro was bleeding. What? What? Hey, bro, Jay, they've been calling for you. For what? I was at a party. What's going on? Hey, Catherine. Child, wait a minute. Who in jail? It appears Tommy hit Castro with a crowbar. What? You lying to me? You is lying to me. My God, today. Oh, Libra, you want the link? What? What? Child, look at Castro live. Baby, I have been enjoying life. I have not even been looking at these folk. Oh my goodness. Castro's okay. He's drinking with his neighbors. Oh Lord, have mercy. Oh, it's my fault. How's it my fault? I was at a party. How's it my fault? Did I hit Castro in the head? How's it my fault? I don't even know what's going on. I don't even know what y'all talking about. I just got back from a party. What's up, Creole?
Hey, Pastor. Yeah.
Wait, hold on, Creole. Let me come back in. Hold on for a minute. I'm gonna come back in.
Yeah, he'll be back. He's going out and coming back in. Lord, we up late. We in the morning. I gotta get ready to go to bed for church tomorrow. My God, today. What's up, crazy people? Hey, love.
Creole, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, what's up? What's going on, girl? I mean, I just came back from a party.
You know what? And I sent that to you in your email because I knew you was at a party because that's what you said. But I'm like, I know Brother Jay gonna read that email, but it's not funny. Suppose what I saw, if you look at Diva's community wall, Diva's shorts, she got just that part all in a short, all nice and neat, Diva tomboyish. But
Mm,
uh Tommy came over there for some reason, and him and Castro was arguing. Castro was on live, and
mm-hmm,
so Tommy and Castro was acting well when he first walked up on him. He acted like he was gonna fight him. You know, Castro was ready, and then
mm-hmm.
Tommy pulled out that pipe from somewhere. It's a pipe. He pulled
What?
the pipe out, and so Castro jumped back, and he said, "Yeah, you better run, you better run." And Castro said, "I ain't running," or something like it. I'm walking, I'm walking. Next thing you know, Tommy ran up on him with that pipe and said, "Cow." Just like that, and the phone dropped.
What?
And then when Castro came back, he had blood all on his face, dripping all on his chest and his stomach. I said, "You gonna really stand there and bleed instead of calling 911?"
Oh my God, he should have called the police. He
I
could
guess
have.
he eventually did because they said, from what I read from Deanna, she said that Tommy's locked up. I don't know if
Okay. Well, all right. All right. So what they got to do with me? I mean, I've been telling them to leave each other alone.
I know. I said it today. I said, I see this getting worse. That's
Well,
why
I told him, I said, Tommy, you need to have emotional intelligence. This man is trying to provoke you. If you're really done from him, block him from all of the apparatuses you have. Um,
Queen
you
Tucker,
know,
you silly.
uh,
I'm laughing at Queen Tucker. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Mm-mm.
mm-mm. Castro's blood is not on my hands. I'm not Castro's mama. I'm not Castro's daddy. I've told those two to leave each other alone. I told Tommy to leave him alone. These people have gone on panel to panel. I told Tommy I don't want to hear about Castro anymore. I mean, that's not my fault. I told them to stop, and now they fall. So now Tommy in jail. Okay, if
Put
you
it
assault
in the chat.
if you assault somebody, wait a minute, how did I instigate this? I've been at a party. And the last time I came up here, we weren't talking about Castro. I think we were talking about not D with Tomboyish, but we were talking about Room Shaker and Max
Yeah, Max
Boogie.
Boogie. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't talking about them. I mean, have they talked to anyone after? Because I was at a party. So, I mean, have they been on lives any today?
I have no idea because I was doing my lab when somebody came in and told me. I was like,
Somebody said Brian instigated. So I don't know. Did they go to Brian? I mean, I knew they were on his show at one point in time. So were they on there today? Because I don't know. I was actually at a party. And the last thing we talked about was Room Shaker and Max Boogie. They
check.
were on Castro Live. Castro wanted to fight, but he wasn't expecting the club outside his head. People are saying it's your fault. I live in Texas. I was at a party. The last thing I was talking about was Max Boogie and Room Shaker.
Toya is saying she said Tommy was mad because Castro blocked him out of his lab. So Tommy went over there. Ain't that crazy?
Oh,
That
okay.
is nuts.
So it's my fault. Let me get this straight.
Hey, Mama Fifi.
So I don't have a problem with the police calling me. I don't, because at the end of the day, I said, Tommy, stop letting this man provoke you. Block that man and move on. Move on. I said, Tommy, I was talking about what Rose said about Castro. Had nothing to do with you. And I
Mhm.
told Tommy, hey, leave the man alone. I told Castro, stop instigating the man.
What, Catherine?
They
Shut
said that ZT tried to bail him out. Baby, I don't care. Let me tell y'all something. What happened, happened. I've been telling y'all this.
up. You
I
have.
have been telling y'all this. I've been telling you all this and telling you all this. And I said, if y'all don't care, I don't care. Now somebody done got their head busted in and it's my fault. When did I tell Tommy to go fight Castro? When did I tell Castro to ever fight Tommy? If you've ever heard me, I'm like, leave each other alone. The last thing I told Tommy is, why don't you block Castro? Why don't you do XYZ? So I don't care about that. Tell the police to call me. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with it at all. My thing is this. I mean, again, all I can say is I told them from the beginning, I said, either YouTube is important or your relationship is important. They ignored me.
Now he's smelling in the mug shot. Oh my God. Y'all done seen the mug shot?
Hmm.
Well,
Y'all look. I'm not even I look. I knew it was going to happen. I kept on telling Tommy, you need to have emotional intelligence.
yeah, you did.
You need to step back and breathe. You will never hear me say one time, go fight Castro. I have told Castro, you should have filed a report on Tommy when he came up to your house the first time. Castro did. I told Tommy the man had a pow pow and he was showing it. You should have reported him. Did they report each other? No.
Yeah, because they toxic. It's weird.
Baby, let me say this. Let me tell you this. These girls can say what they want to, but let me say this. I'm going to do my show. I told Tommy and Castro, I'm going to do my show. I don't have issues with those young men, but my thing is this, though. I got a question. Whose platforms have they been on today? Tommy was on my platform, but we did not talk about
Yeah,
Castro.
he kept on wanting to. Yes, Lord.
But we talked about Room Shaker,
Mm,
Max Boogie, and Uppity.
yeah.
But who else was he on anybody else's platform? Was Castro on anybody else's platform? So KD, you said he was on Brian's platform. So Well, what did they talk about on his platform? What was done on that platform? Because my thing is usually it's the last thing that happened. I wasn't the last thing that happened. I was at a party. I was enjoying myself. I didn't know what was going on. Don't know what was going. No, don't know what's going on. I clicked on because I just came back from out of town. I was actually in the Houston area at a party. At a party in the Houston area. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. And let me say this, the police can go watch my video. You will never hear me say go whoop Castro's ass. You will never hear me say Castro go fight Tommy. I kept on saying, why are you letting these people beat you? I said, y'all are lowering your expectations. I'm like, you need to invest in yourself. So now it's my fault that they fought? It's not. It's not. Mm-mm. Who was the last person they were on and what did they discuss? I told Tommy to leave the man alone. I'm like, leave that man alone and go on with your life. So if he didn't do it, but then again, I was telling Castro, stop provoking Tommy. You keep on telling that man to pull up. You keep on telling that man to pull up. And I told Tommy that that's what he wants to do. And you did it. Baby, I told you, Tommy, it was not your IQ, it's your EQ, your emotional intelligence that always get to you. What Tommy did to Castro was inevitable. Pastor didn't investigate anything, just like he didn't instigate anything when Tommy beat Castro 2 times. Child, I don't take the receipt or I don't take purchases that I didn't get the receipt for. I didn't pay for that. I'm in Texas. I was at a party in the Houston area enjoying myself. I just got back home. I have not looked at YouTube. I have not looked at emails. I haven't looked at anything because I drove. I drove. So I don't look at YouTube with my other half.
Right.
So we were chilling. We was listening to Sirius XM, The Groove, and the '90s, and Heart and Soul down the road. So I said, well, let me go ahead and turn it on. And I'm hearing that y'all said that the man done fought and hit him in the head and all because Castro blocked Tommy out of his. See, I didn't even know that. Boomkin, they said that he has hearing scheduled tomorrow. I heard Brianna blame you. Child, they can blame me for whatever. I'm gonna report it. I'm gonna talk about it. Let me tell you something. I told them already. If y'all want to play this game, I'm gonna report it and I'm gonna talk about it. And that's what I'm gonna do. And I didn't tell nobody to go fight. Jay Wilson with his sick is Castro refused to go to emergency room. Well, again, that's him. Because he knows if he go to emergency room, Tommy will get arrested.
Yeah, he's got to make a report.
We
So that,
should cuss these guys. Baby, why cuss them out? Why cuss them out? For what? I don't care about those folk. I don't care about those folk. I have been telling Castro and Tommy for the longest. And again, they don't listen. And a hard head makes a soft ass. And that's it. I don't care what these people say. If Deanna loved Castro so much, she would have told Castro, hey, you need to go ahead and leave that man alone and stop provoking him. Yeah, if they were so concerned. But like I said, you know what? They don't. They don't. And people are like, well, you using them and all of this stuff. Child, you click on this link, you do it. Y'all are grown. These people are in their 20s and 30s and 30s, 35. Yeah, they grown folk.
I just hate that this happened because you could see the writing.
Rico, let me say this. I don't. I don't. I don't. You know what, Rico? I'm going to be honest. I don't give two flips about you because nobody can tell you nothing either. So you go ahead and live your life. And when something happens, we're going to talk about it. But you know what? Let me tell you something. Y'all don't even care about yourselves. And I don't. And so again, I have been telling people to leave each other alone. I have been telling people XYZ. Now it has happened, and now it's Jay Wilson's fault. How many times have I told Tommy to leave that man alone? How many times have I told Castro to stop provoking people? How many times have I said, why don't you all just block each other? When did I tell I said, Castro, you should have pressed charges against Tommy. Tommy was furious. And now it's my fault. Okay. You had the cops to call me. I'll be glad to talk to them. I don't, Rico. I don't, because you don't even care about you. So I don't. I really don't. I'm not your mama. I'm not your daddy. I'm not your blood relative. I don't. I come to do my show. And because you all put your real life on here and do all of this foolishness on YouTube, that's your issue. It's not mine. I don't put my real life on here. I've been telling y'all that for years. And now all of a sudden it's my fault. Like it wasn't my fault so it's my fault and the people's fault that you hit that dog and they called on you. And so that's my fault too. I'm just saying, everything is people's fault when you all do it. And we've been telling you all for years, stop doing that. It's not funny until somebody go to jail, but I'm going to talk about it. I sure am.
That's right, Catherine.
And let me say this, my heart goes out to Tommy, and I'm sorry that Castro got hit upside the head, but that's what happens when you keep on doing it. Y'all know y'all both have some issues. Castro, that boy have some mental illness, and you provoke him. So you provoked him. He hit you upside the head. Hopefully you called the cops, and hopefully this is a lesson and y'all won't do this anymore. Unfortunately, somebody might, get a charge, but it is what it is. Well, that's my business, Rico, but I don't care. I don't care. If you care more about your teeth, if you care more about your health and living a full life like you cared about this YouTube stuff, you would be in a better position yourself. But Rico, I'm sorry. I come to do my show, and once the curtains close, I go to the dressing room, take the costume off, and move on about my business. And let me say this, I care enough about people to tell them the right thing. But if you don't do the right thing, then that's not my fault. And you cannot tell me one time that I told Tommy to go beat Castro up. You will not see one time that I told Castro to go fight Tommy. I've told Tommy to stop drinking that beer. I told Castro to stop drinking that beer, get a job, do XYZ. I said, when you do well, I'm going to shout you out. If you do bad, I'm going to talk about it too. I'm going to talk about it as well. So I'm sorry that I'm not giving you all the reaction that you think I should give you, but I'm like, okay, I'm not surprised. But yeah, but you find a video that I told them to fight or told them something wrong. You find that video. I don't care about these content creators all of this time. Either they stayed silent and didn't say nothing, or they egged it on. They egged it on. I'm reading y'all comments.
Why was Brian crying though? That's what I understand.
Rico is it Pastor's fault, Raymond. How is it the fault? Baby, I'm not taking responsibility for that. I'm not taking responsibility at all. I've been talking to Tommy for the longest and Castro for the longest. And he hasn't gone to the hospital. I mean, this is not the first time. So I guess it was my fault when Tommy got Castro across the neck and hurt his arm. Was that my fault? I didn't hear anything about that. I told Castro, why you letting that boy beat you like that? You didn't call the cops? You did? No, so that's my fault too. I told Castro, you should go to the hospital and call the cops. Or at least get a restraining order. Did Castro do that? No. So whose fault is that? Now all of a sudden, Tommy done cracked him upside the head, and now it's my fault.
Wow, Divine Starlight. Wow.
Well, let me read what y'all saying. I'm reading y'all comments here.
What's up, nephew?
Baby, I didn't even see it. Castro has refused to go to the hospital thinking he's going to save country. Child, Bob. I'm looking at y'all comments. This isn't their first time fighting. That's right. It's not their first time fighting. Jay Wilson, I sent Tommy's father's mother, aunt, cousin, church photos of Castro bleeding and Tommy's arrest info. I told them Tommy tried to. All right.
No,
Okay.
crying about what happened. That's what I was asking. Why was Brian crying? Is he okay?
Mm. Castro said he didn't want to walk to the hospital. And they have other content. Oh, I folk come. Baby, I don't care. These people come for me. They're coming for me because I've been talking about these two. And I told Tommy, I'm like, look, I don't want to hear about that man no more. Well, you talk about him. We talked about him because Honest Rowe had said something about him. And again, I think I came on this morning, and the last thing I talked about was Room Shaker, Max Boogie, and Uppity. Tommy was on the panel, but Tommy and nothing was like Castro, I'm going to get Castro. It was just the Uppity and the Room Shaker thing and the Max Boogie thing. And Max Boogie came up and said what she needed to say. Catherine was on, and that was it. And we went about our business. Brian was crying. He couldn't believe Tommy did that to Castro. Okay. They're theorizing Castro don't want to go to the ER. Baby, let me tell you something. I really don't care what they do. And y'all want to, and like I said, I'm like King Roman now. I don't give a damn. Y'all weren't saying nothing when they was doing this. Where were you all telling Tommy to leave Castro alone? Where were you when Castro was provoking Tommy? When were y'all telling him or them not to do that? Because I did. Now all of a sudden there's an assault, Castro bleeding. That's what y'all telling me. Castro bleeding. Tommy pulled some out. Where were you all before that? I'm just saying. So, okay, you can say what you want. You can say what you want. The police can look at this video. I guess what county is Little Rock in? I don't know what county, but the police officers, if they're here and if they're looking at this, I have told these two individuals to leave each other alone. I told one to stop provoking. Okay, Pulaski County. I told one to stop provoking, and I told the other one to leave the person and block the person. I have been telling them this for the last couple of weeks, months, and they refuse to listen. One says, I'm not his daddy and he gonna do what he wants to do. And the other one is just, he's provoking everybody. He's cussing everybody out. So I have been telling them to leave each other alone. And you can look at my videos. I've been telling them to leave each other alone. So if the police need to see this, I'm telling y'all, this is what's been going on. No one has provoked them. I have tried to diffuse the situation. But when alcohol is involved for both parties, it ends up this way. And it's unfortunate. I told Castro to leave that man alone. He put all our business out. Well, he was Cap P crazy when you got with him. Now he done cracked you upside the head. And now it's Jay Wilson's fault. No, Jay Wilson didn't fight nobody. Jay Wilson didn't go over there and hand Tommy that. I didn't tell Castro to fight the man. They did that on their own accord. Didn't tell Tommy to go. I would have told Tommy not to go over there. I've been telling Tommy to leave that man alone. So it's my fault now? Okay, I'm going to sleep well tonight. I'm going to wake up refreshed. I might look at some stuff and talk about it in the morning. But baby, I don't have no feelings. I'm indifferent. I am sorry that people had to go to jail. I have been telling Tommy the last thing you need is a record. I have been telling him this, been telling Castro this. But this is what happens when you want attention and all of this stuff. And yeah, so yeah, Brian is crying. Okay, Brian, have you told Castro to stop provoking Tommy and doing all of this stuff? Brian, have you told Tommy to block the man and leave him alone? Have you really done this? I mean, I don't know what you've done, but I have.
Before I drop, Pastor, you got one more thing I can tell you. Oh God.
No, I mean, they said I need to go watch it. Castro on Live laugh, and he didn't care. So why should anyone? Child, see, I don't got time for that. I haven't even seen it, but I knew it was gonna happen. If you continue to provoke somebody who don't have emotional intelligence, and I'm not saying that Tommy is right, because
Unfortunately,
I don't think he's right. But you keep on provoking somebody who got mental issues, and then they come over and they show you who they are.
right.
Child,
So I'm gonna say
Brian
this.
was talking with and to them to why it's not his fault and all the other content creators that's done commentary. I don't know who talked to him last. Usually that's a mess as well. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm just getting back from a party, which was beautiful. Had a great time. And I'm just clicking on because I was getting ready to to go to bed, and y'all telling me all of this foolery happened. I got to check my emails. I haven't even checked my emails. I just clicked on to see what was happening. I didn't know all of this was going on. I'm contacting the common apartment office first saying, well, y'all do whatever y'all want to. Little Rock, Arkansas is in Pulaski. Okay, I'm reading y'all comments. Tell the truth. They are both, baby, yeah, whatever they doing. I'm reading these comments. Tommy got knocked out as soon as he woke up and grabbed this. I'm looking at these comments. Right, Pastor, they got mad when you tried. Yes, yes. Castro is in good spirits. He's okay. I didn't know that, but I didn't know. Is he? I'm not sure. I mean, Castro should have went in the house as soon as Tommy pulled up. It could have been a lot worse. And okay, mental health treatment, Pastor J. They use your panel to gain traction. Most of their audience know them from your channel. We gotta have. I ain't having boundaries. Nobody. These are grown people. Grown people. I don't. Pastor, the mugshot has been posted. Oh my God. Okay. My grandmama used to say, okay, y'all, let me go see this and why they blaming Jay Wilson. Y'all send it to my email. I know, I mean, I probably got a lot of stuff in my email. Both of y'all claim to be pastors and different in this $5 thinking. Baby, let me tell you something. I don't make nobody click on here. I done did everything I needed to do. I have told both of them to leave each other alone. That's all I can do. I'm gonna fly to Little Rock. Child.
I missed that comment.
Castro went in the street to fight, talking about come on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And he been telling Tommy to come on. So Tommy, but I told him that. I said, no, I told Uppity that. I told Uppity that this morning. It's so funny because I told Uppity that. I said, you keep on playing with these women and somebody is going to oblige you. Somebody is going to fulfill your wishes. Jesus. My God, today.
I'm looking for that comment.
So did somebody send me, did somebody send me that? I mean, because I'll go watch it, child. I mean, baby, I told Tommy, Tommy, I said, look, you need to use some emotional intelligence. Leave that man alone. I said, you got a job. You trying to do something. You got a car. I'm like, you ahead, man. You ahead. Leave that man alone. Block him.
Said that I don't repeat myself. Once I know that the person don't listen to me, I don't keep repeating myself. I'm not nobody.
Well, baby, let me tell you something. I done said it so many times. This is why I don't get. Okay, check my email now. This is why I don't get why it's my fault. Didn't Brian talk to them? I mean, now I saw an instance where it was Brian and Roe. Was it Brian and Roe? I think I have to go back. Yeah, because they done made so many videos, but yeah, they done made so many videos. So let me go and check. Give me a minute, Creole. Let me go check this real quickly.
All right. Catherine must be asleep because usually she'll be up here giving the 411. I only know a little bit. I hate that it happened. I don't think nobody needs to fight about nothing. Now, if they ain't coming, well, he did go to the house, but I'm talking about if he ain't do nothing to your property, then, but I don't know. It's all sad. It's all sad. We have all said the same thing. Leave each other alone. Stay away from each other. This, that, and the other. So, I mean, what y'all want people to do? Yeah, he could. It could be upgraded, like Ken just said. It could be upgraded. Especially if it's a Commonwealth state. If it's a Commonwealth state, the Commonwealth could pick it up and run with it. And if they pick it up, can't nobody drop nothing because the Commonwealth won't drop it. They'll see it to the full extent of the law. It's really sad. It's been said all along, even though people was getting a kiki and all of it out of it. But it's been said all of along. It's been toxic. Oh my goodness. Divine Straight Light, you ain't playing, are you? Oh my God. I didn't know you knew. I didn't know you knew all of that about. I'm laughing at Tulsa, y'all. She's messing with me. Uh, I didn't know you knew all that about Tommy them. That's a lot of
And
information.
then I saw when Castro said, come on," Tommy came out, and then the camera fell. I saw all the pictures with the blood on it. I saw that it looked like something to keep the steering wheel of somebody trying to break in your car. Okay, I saw it.
Mm,
And my thing is, I hope Castro goes to the hospital and get that stitched up, and I
yeah,
hope he press charges.
have a concussion.
And
Go to sleep.
I hope he press charges or
Yeah.
get a restraining order. Tommy, I wish you would have done what I told you to do and leave the man alone and block the man and move on with your life, but you didn't. And so this is what happened. Castro, you provoked that man. You told that man that you weren't scared of him and he should pull up. I've heard you say that numerous times. And he did. I
Mm,
told him he need to stop that because I said that man trying to provoke you. That's what I told Tommy.
mm,
So why is this my fault again? Why is this my fault again?
mm.
I'm gonna leave that alone. And like
Well,
I said,
Pastor,
I don't wish harm on folk. I told people I'm gonna ride and live with you, but I ain't riding and dying with you. That's why I told Castro stop provoking that man. And that's why I told Tommy get some emotional intelligence. Baby, look, baby, my conscience is clear. I'm gonna sleep well tonight. I saw the blood, I saw the weapon he had, I saw it. I told Tommy to leave the man alone, focus on your job, do what you need to do. I told Castro, you know the man was crazy as cat pee, and you kept on messing with him.
and y'all,
He hold on for a minute. And again, he got you across the neck and he hurt you to the point you couldn't even raise your arm. And you didn't do nothing. You went to the hospital, but you didn't file a restraining order or a police report. Deanna Irvin, where were you then? Where were you then, Deanna Irvin? Sir King? Where all y'all? It's my fault, but where were you all? Why weren't you telling your boy to stop provoking Tommy? Why didn't you say, Castro, you need to leave that man alone and block him? Because I told both Tommy and Castro that. Where were you all? Where were you all? And I'm not even angry about it. Like I said, I'm going to sleep well tonight. I'm going to rest well tonight, knowing that I knew and I told them it ain't going to end well. That's all I got to say.
mm.
No, 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 no. I'm not an accessory. Baby, let me tell you something. Tom and mama, daddy can call here today. And I'm going to say the same thing. I told them to block each other, move on, and leave. I told Tommy, stop talking about that man. I do not want to hear you talking about him because, again, it gives him fuel. Well, you talking about him, we're talking about him because Honest Rowe said something. So, again, I didn't tell Tommy. When did you tell Creole Butterfly? When did you hear me tell Tommy to go get a weapon and knock Castro upside the head?
I haven't.
Okay. When I saw Castro pull out that weapon, what did I tell Castro?
I'm
You
not.
need to chill out because you getting ready to go to jail.
Yep. Yep. Okay.
Okay. So again, what did I provoke again?
I don't know.
Okay. I mean, like I said, I'm not a callous, heartless person, but baby, I done told the people.
The lady that said Troy Allen had all of that.
And my thing is this: I'm gonna talk about this just like y'all talking about it.
Yes, me.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, nothing, just chilling.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
how y'all feeling?
I'm
Hey,
I'm I'm doing well. I've seen the pictures. I've seen the video, and I'm very very sad that Tommy did not listen to the instructions to block the man and get emotional intelligence and leave the man alone. But again, you can't tell them. I've been telling them that. I told Castro, stop provoking that man. Because if you keep on telling that man to pull up, he's going to do that. And I've heard him on more than one occasion do that. I, and again, where did I say go beat this man up? I told him, I said, you should have called the cops the first time he hit you. So go ahead, Queen Tulsa.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, there's been plenty of times we had conversations with them. We even told him to get a protective order, and they kept thinking that it was funny. And we told them one day, y'all going to seriously hurt somebody, and ain't nobody going to be able to take it back. And I feel like
Mm-hmm.
we've reached that point. And somebody was saying earlier, whether Castro wants to press charges or not, the state will take it over. But this is my thing. If somebody that hit me upside my head with a metal, whatever, I'm going to the hospital. This
right.
dude is over there with his neighbors that are younger than him, like 24 and 23 years old, talking about they're gonna patch him up, but then he's still gushing out blood. Listen here, I don't care what you can see with the visual eye, is what you can't see with the
Yeah, he
visual
could
eye
have a
that matters.
concussion.
That's what I
He
said.
could have
You know what
brain
I'm
trauma.
saying?
Hmm.
Yeah. They were
So
blocked in Castro. They were in Castro Live. Castro blocked Tommy, and Tommy showed up. And why are you in the man live? Oh my God, he needs mayor. Okay, let me see what's going on. Oh, there go Catherine. So I agree with you, Queen Tulsa. I agree with you. And I just think that it's sad. Y'all hold on for a minute. Hold on for a minute. Let me
Yeah, it's beyond sad if you ask me, but
Yeah.
I
So
agree.
it's sad. It's sad. Castro needs to go to the hospital. He did the same thing when he got that scratch on his neck, but then he couldn't lift his arms up and it hurt him so bad that he had to go to the hospital because of the pain. And so now he needs to go to the hospital. But again, you can't tell him nothing even in this. Even in the situation of being in a traumatic situation where somebody assaulted him, he's not gonna go. He doesn't listen to anyone. Tommy doesn't listen to anyone, and this is what happens. This is what happens. And I see you, Wiley. Wiley's correct. I told Tommy you need to put them cans of beer down. So I'm gonna keep on drinking. He said I get provoked, and so stop the drinking. But I guarantee you something gonna change. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, drastic things make drastic actions, and something gonna change.
I had a question real quick, and then I drop.
Mm-hmm.
Why do people want other people to care more than the person that was involved?
Hmm.
Okay, that's all I want to know.
You're right, and I'm not. I'm
Wait a
not.
minute, Creole.
They say what they can say what they want. My conscience is clear.
I think that being as though, oh, first of all, let me excuse my manners. Hello, Pastor Creole and Tulsa.
Hello.
I think that
Hello.
there is a slight possibility that Castro's live might be used for this court case because in the video you can clearly see Tommy pulling up, getting out of the car. I don't know when he grabbed that looked like crowbar. I don't know if he grabbed it out of his car. I just know he had it in his hand. But the point I'm trying to make is
But
anytime
I'm
somebody
sorry.
blocks from their chat and then you take the initiative, now this man has a restraining order. So for anybody in the chat, anybody that's going to make a live, if you don't agree with what I'm about to say, you're entitled to your opinion.
So just for clarification, there was a protective order in place.
Yes, Tommy had one. So why would you violate your own? See, what he doesn't
Oh,
understand, when you have a restraining order against someone, you're not allowed to talk to them on the phone. You're not allowed to have any type of contact with the person.
Mhm.
So the fact that he would drive over there knowing that you have a restraining order, see, what's going to happen is they have him locked up now for the assault. Okay. So the thing is going to be is he's the one that had the restraining order against Tommy. So I mean against Castro. So when they go to court, there is a possibility
okay. Hold on.
that
We
he
got somebody up here, boo.
Hold
Don't
on.
play
What you
music.
doing? Stop playing music. Castro, you got to turn your music off.
Oh, that's
Um, so you got to turn your music off. I don't know what you're trying to do, but you got to turn your music off. I don't know you're trying to get this flagged or not, but you got to turn your music off if I'm going to bring you up. So you need to turn your music off, sir. I appreciate it.
yeah, we're here to meet you with love,
All right. Did you
Castro.
turn your music off? So Castro, what's going on? Oh, he
Nothing
dropped
much.
out. Yo, what's going on, Castro? Why aren't you at the hospital?
I have already gotten checked out.
Okay.
I did.
Where you get checked
Okay.
out at, hon?
Why are you worried about it for?
Because I'm concerned you got hit with a metal object, baby. I mean, no matter what we done been through on here, that was a serious blow, and I'm just concerned about your well-being.
You're not concerned, sir. Therefore, I don't want to hear from you either.
Okay, I'm gonna go on mute and let
Mm.
y'all have it.
No.
Yeah, go on
So
mute.
anyway, Castro. So I didn't know what was going on until I just got back from this party, and they said that you blocked Tommy. If I'm not mistaken, he showed up, and y'all had words, and you, I guess, was walking away or something, and he hit you in the head with a object. So
Yeah, yeah, I
interesting.
hit it. Yeah, I did.
Okay. So where were you all with the what have you all been doing? Because the last time I talked to Tommy, he came on my platform, but we were not talking about you. It was Room Shaker.
Have you
It
seen the
was
mugshot?
it was uppity. No, I didn't see the mugshot.
He's locked up.
Okay. All
What
right.
did the hospital
Well,
report say?
my thing is this.
He's
It was
locked up.
inevitable. It was inevitable. I mean, okay. Well, I guess you got what you wanted. It was inevitable. I told
Yes,
him.
yes, he
So
did.
it
Yes,
is
he
what
did.
it
You
is.
tried.
All right.
Look, you tried, but you tried. Look, you didn't. You couldn't try enough. You know, because
Mm-mm.
he went against the grain. He
Well,
went
it is
against the
what it
grain.
is. It doesn't do me
Follow your
anything.
teacher.
You got
Follow your teacher.
assaulted. You got
Yeah,
assaulted.
I did.
You got
I did.
assaulted, and he's in jail.
But we gotta
Okay.
ask ourselves this: at what cost? You know, we could have
Hmm.
walked away, but at what cost? You have a bruise on your face, gonna be scarred for life. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's violence. I feel like, in my
Well,
opinion,
Queen Tulsa, what course did you take when you go? Look, when you went when you went underneath the knife? What cause did you take when you went underneath the knife? Please. I don't want to hear from you. I don't. I don't.
Okay,
I don't.
so
Oh,
I
okay. I'm gonna pause.
You
okay,
should.
so I don't want to I don't want to victim shame you because I had a cousin that I lost to
Who are
domestic
you?
violence,
Girl,
only
who are you?
23.
Who are you? Girl, who are you?
Miss Catherine. That's Miss
Castro,
Catherine.
Castro, have you been drinking? What's going on? Because again, you just went through something where somebody assaulted you,
I don't
and you know
that.
it seems like a joke. And I hope you've been checked. I hope everything is
I
okay. I
have
don't
been
want.
checked out. I have been
Okay,
checked
all right.
out. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
I ain't like I ain't like Queen Tulsa over there, being
Mhm,
halfway checked out. I ain't
mhm.
like her.
But Castro, you really take this lightly. I don't know why, but yeah.
You should. You should know.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's serious, Castro.
No, we're serious. And again, Castro, you keep on telling people to pull up, and they do. And unfortunately, I've been telling Tommy, hey, you can't do that kind of stuff. And so it happens. I know people trying to blame me. I don't take responsibility for telling people don't do and stay away from each other and blocking people and all. That's not somebody who's trying to get you all to fight. And like I said, I understand these content creators, but baby, I ain't heard none of y'all say that. Now all of a
Captain
sudden
Powell,
something has
Captain
happened. Now
Powell,
everybody
Captain
wanna
Powell,
be concerned.
Captain Powell. Do you feel used on Jay Wilson panel?
Castro.
Right
I'm
Is
just
you
now, what my concern, wait a
yeah,
minute.
yeah,
Right
yeah, this
now,
don't have nothing to do
Castro,
with us.
I'm just asking a question.
my,
I'm just asking a question. Because
How
I
is
feel
that?
like
Well,
you have been
listen.
used.
Let's get back on
But hold
topic.
on,
How is
wait,
that
wait, wait,
You
wait,
now?
have
hold
been
on,
used.
Catherine.
You
Don't
have
even
been
answer
used.
that. Don't even answer that.
No,
Do you
no,
are
no,
you
no.
losing
She
are you
can answer,
losing
nigga.
blood?
She can.
Are
She
you
can. She
losing
can.
blood? Are
She
you
can.
losing blood? Are you conscious? Are you drunk? What's wrong? Here you are pushing blood out of your head and you're worried about that.
Yeah,
Castro,
I.
something is
our,
truly wrong.
our
Something is truly
Castro,
wrong.
our concern is your safety. Because whether you realize it or not, once somebody puts their hands on you to that degree, it is very likely the very next time it might not end so well. And you may be
But you
saying,
know what,
Catherine, you're
Captain
going
Powell, Captain Powell,
God
maybe
is
next time it won't be
Catherine,
next time.
Catherine, Catherine, don't
Captain,
argue with
it
him.
won't be next time.
Catherine, he's drunk. He's assaulted.
Now I'm
You
drunk.
don't
Now
don't
I'm drunk.
don't don't argue with him because that's what he
Jay
wants,
Wilson,
Catherine. And after
you are full of stuff.
after the
You are
assault
full of
and all
stuff.
of this, you see he still wants attention.
Now, Jay
After the
Wilson,
assault,
you are
instead of
so
taking
full
care
of
of
it. You are
himself
so full
and
of it.
trying to do what he has to do, this is what he's doing. And this is sad.
But let me just say this. You got hit near your temple. That is a very sensitive area. And it's nothing to play with. I mean, let's just disregard anything that happened in the past. We're here because you were bleeding and it was
Joanna
gushing out.
man, Joanna man, you don't care about it at all. So stop trying to act as if you care about about
Mm,
anything. You don't care
yeah,
about it at all.
I
You
yeah,
I
don't.
was
okay.
okay.
I do.
No, no,
I
no, no,
do.
no, no. Everybody, shh. It's not necessary. Brother is going through something,
Until it
and
happens to
and it's
me.
sad because what he's trying to do is argue. And the thing is, like I said, I'm just getting back from a party. Somebody just showed me the video, and you got hit. You got assaulted on your head, which is
I believe.
dangerous, and you're bleeding, and you sitting here fighting with us. That's
Yes,
the
I
last
can.
thing you should be doing. The thing you should be doing now is
Who
really trying to
cares?
take care
Who
of them.
cares?
Well,
Who cares?
you know what though? But
Who cares?
Castro, look, you know what? I'm not going to even do this with you. This is tragic. I mean, for you even being on here trying to argue with people, it's
Ugh,
not good,
I'm getting
and
bored.
it's not good. All right. So, all right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and drop you, y'all. It,
Pastor, thank you.
that's what you
That was
get.
tough. That was
But
tough.
I don't want to have a conversation with somebody who can't have a conversation.
But
And
Pastor,
it's
let's
no need.
talk about it.
Yeah,
He didn't
hold on
come
for a
over
minute.
here
Hold on, hold
because
on, hold on, hold on,
okay.
hold on for a minute. And it's no need to sit here and denigrate and do this. The man has just been assaulted. Somebody is in jail. We've been saying leave each other alone, stop provoking. And this is it. Deanna Irvin, get your boy. Rico, why don't you reach out to Castro and say, hey, you need to come down. You need to take care of yourself. But y'all ain't doing shit. You want to sit here and say it's my responsibility for a 34, 35-year-old man who I've been telling since day one, take your stuff off of YouTube. You don't think I'm going to talk about it and discuss it? I'm going to. I'm going to. I feel some kind of way, but I tell you what, I don't feel guilty. I don't feel nothing because you keep telling people, and it happens.
But Pastor, he was more interested in saying that, dude violated the court order and, he had just won the lottery or something. Like, girl, we're not worried about that. We know he violated.
And he's happy. He said Tom is in jail. Did you see the mug shot? I mean, we still doing the show. We still doing the show. Even in an assault, he clicks up on the link. Did I ask Castro to click up on the link? Did I say where's
No.
Castro having them to click on? He clicked the link because he wanted to click the link. And even with all of this, this is what he do. Rico, get your boy. Deanna, get your boy. Sir King, you so concerned? Reach out to him. Reach out to him. Where are you all? When did you all tell him stop provoking? When did you all tell Tommy, why don't you get some emotional intelligence and leave him alone? When did y'all do that? So
Pastor,
again, I'm not taking that. Castro, you need to go. You still on here? Let me take him off. Let me take
unpopular
him off.
opinion, but let me just say this. When Tommy rolled up, right? Castro knew that there was a protective order. You were supposed to run the house and call the police. You were not even supposed to be around Tommy. Castro sat and provoked him. Maybe people need to go back and look at it. Castro was banging on the top of his car, his property, to get a reaction. Tommy says, I'm not trying to fight in the beginning. But then when people start showing up in his live and his ego was going up, oh, now it was ready for a show. Now I got the audience. Let me go ahead and do what I do and let me play the victim. Now coming over here,
And he got on the man's car, right? But see, this is what I'm saying. That's right. Who else? Who else? Brian, Tracy. Who else? Call him out. QB, come get your boy. Who told him to knock on the man? I mean, do all of that. He did. Who
yeah,
told
that
him
was
to do
third
all of
degree,
that?
Pastor. It was third
Well,
degree.
I mean, and my thing is this. I'm not saying Tommy is right either. Because I've been telling Tommy, man, you got to use emotional intelligence. But I've been telling Tommy that man is trying to provoke you. Where were y'all in? Now it's my fault. Rico, it's my fault. Get your boy Rico. Did you tell him this, Rico? Did you say, hey, you need to stop doing this? Did you say, hey, stop provoking that dude? No, Rico, because you don't have emotional intelligence. You were about to get on a bus to go fight King Roman over something that you didn't even have proof of.
Clock it, Pastor.
You, the one who had a knife in your hand. And then your doggone, and this is the thing, you still have a court case in September.
Clock it.
But now you want to tell me that I provoked? I'm not gonna call you out your name. I almost said something.
Pastor,
Dude,
Ebo
hold on.
Shaddai.
No. Let me say this, Queen Tulsa,
Okay.
without egging.
Okay.
I told you were playing dangerous games when you had that knife in your hand. I said, Rico, you need to clean your house. You need to XYZ because it's not gonna end well. You're not gonna go on no Chinese bus to get da 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 da. We had to bring you down. But what did you do? Boom. and then you got locked up. You got detained. You don't even listen. I'm not responsible because you got detained, but I told you. And see, the problem is, I know y'all don't care for me because y'all think you know it all. But let me tell you something. I don't give you wrong information. See, my caring comes when I give you information that's right, information that's solid. See, this is why I can sleep at night. Oh, I know I'm shady. Oh, I know I'm many things, but you have never, ever heard me say go whoop somebody's tail or go after somebody and assault somebody. I told y'all I will ride and live with you. I am not going to ride and die with you. And Rico, you was doing some death type stuff, and we had to get you off the ledge. Unfortunately, it was a little too late because, again, here you are again, no emotional intelligence. Didn't clean up your house, none of that. And what did they do? They detained you. They detained you.
Well, it is what it is.
Let me talk about, you talking about something. I never made money off his pain. This is the
Pastor
thing.
Brian
Hold
wants to
on,
say-
hold on. What you mean never made money off his pain? I didn't make money. I was at a party, Rico. I didn't tell Tommy to go hit that man in the head. I didn't tell Castro to tell that man to pull up. I didn't do none of those things. So again, how did I make money? I'm gonna make money now because I'm telling you, y'all put this on. What made you even want to take this? And then Castro, you even showed the blood. What was your motive? What was your angle for that? Ciao, Bob. Okay, I'm gonna drop the link. Ciao,
Okay.
Bob.
I'm like, they want the
No,
link.
I'm not trying to be funny, but this is where I am. And I
Yeah,
am at a child by because again, here you are. Well, Rico, if you put it on, I'm gonna talk about it.
that is true.
I mean, we talked about you going to that
That's just
clinic. We
everybody
talked
talked
about you
about
going to that
him.
clinic because you went to that clinic, didn't you? And we sure did talk about it. We talked about you going. We sure did. So now I'm not supposed to talk about it. Now I'm supposed to be silent. Now I don't have a right to say nothing. You sound crazy.
Oh Lord.
You sound crazy. Absolutely not. You sound crazy. I've been telling people not to do and have emotional intelligence and not to do XYZ, and you still go out and do it. And Castro just came up. He's so concerned about Vivian. I mean, not Vivian, but Catherine and all of these people. And he said, "Did you see the mug shot?" And what is that all about?
He was gloating in it.
Come and get your boy. That's all I'm saying. Get your boy. Y'all so concerned about him. Why don't you get him? Call him. Say stop drinking. Why don't you get some rest? I mean, that's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, it is what it is.
But can I just say something right quick?
Go ahead.
Even with that decision, oh, we got a guess.
Yeah, yes. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, what you saying again? You saying about how people was talking about my stuff? Yeah, I put it out here, but my situation is totally different from the dog situation. So let me check you and clock you on this. Do you
You don't have to check me and clock me on anything. See, you don't have emotional intelligence. And see, this is why you went to jail the last time. So I'm gonna clock you on this. You go on your platform and you clock somebody.
Now
But
clock that T.
we don't do that over here. We're having a conversation, and at the end of the day, I didn't put nothing in that man's hand. I didn't tell him. Matter of fact, again, I was in a party in Houston. I was not anywhere in San Antonio, nor near my phone. I drove. I was listening to Sirius XM, The Groove, and Heart and Soul. I came here. I didn't even check my email. I went straight to YouTube to see what was going on because I thought it was going to be quick and I was going to go to bed. And then y'all telling me all hell done broke loose. But like I said, I'm gonna sleep easy because I've been telling people use emotional intelligence, stop provoking people, and so on and so forth. And the last time Tommy came on my channel, we weren't even talking about Castro. We was talking about again Room Shaker, Uppity, and Max Boogie. And I said, Uppity, stop provoking people because somebody's gonna fulfill your wish. And I said, I hope y'all don't do that. But I'm even talking to them because I don't even want them to go and fight that lady. So that's the last time Tommy came on, and it wasn't about Castro. And he was mad because he said, you talked about Castro, but I'm like, with Honest Row, it wasn't about you. So again, I don't take receipts for things that I didn't purchase. Go ahead, Brian.
Hold on. God damn it.
Oh, his
Well, Rico, let me say this. If you would really learn how to talk to people, because we don't have no check-in and all of this stuff, we're having a conversation. But because you don't have emotional intelligence, this is what you do. And this is what landed you in your situation. So again, it is what it is. I wasn't even around when this happened. And had I been around, I would have told Tommy to get back in your car and leave that man alone. What are you doing? I would have been like, what are you doing? So I don't know, because if I were looking at that situation, I would have said, I would have been typing, get the hell away from that man's house. Y'all know that's how I operate. I don't tell people to go fight and go find somebody and check
Big Johnny
somebody's
K.
chin. That ain't what I do. Go ahead.
What's up, Johnny K? Yeah, they did try to. Hey everybody, how y'all doing today? I just heard you say that. Where was Brian? Where was
Yeah,
Brian?
yeah. Because what people are saying is that you're trying to say that I had something to do with
I
that what happened, and you
okay.
know,
Hold up.
and again, somebody said that somebody was on your platform even mentioning that. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So okay. First of all, never said that. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So that's number one. I never said you made Tommy go hit Castro. That's stupid. Who would say something like that? Nobody is in charge of Tommy but himself. He chose to
Mhm.
go over there, and he chose, and that's another reason why I wanted to hit your link today, because what did how can I provoke anybody? What do you do? Who is saying this stuff? And why are you saying it? These are grown people. I can't make nobody do shit. What I can do is allow you on my platform and we can have conversations. Now, whether Tommy is a psycho, whether Tommy is abusive, whether Tommy is all these things, that don't have nothing to do with Brian. I can't make nobody do a goddamn thing.
I'm
Okay?
glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. So Irving, QB, all of y'all, no, nobody can make them do anything. And so,
Okay.
like I said, I'm letting you all know. Anytime you heard me talk to Tommy or Castro, it's been, why don't y'all just leave each other alone? Why don't y'all just block each other? Why don't you get a police report? Tommy was pissed off at me because I told Castro you should have filed a police report. You crazy, or at least a restraining
So,
order.
excuse me. Um, a Divine Starlight, don't you ever get tired of just trolling and being a dumbass? The that is your existence, is just being a troll. You have nothing meaningful. You are a liar. You don't add any value because lies don't bring value, bitch. How did I instigate anything, you stupid ass motherfucker? And why am I even talking to you? You are worth the shit off the ground, bitch, from a dog. You don't even make sense. I made, girl, shut up. How did I instigate what? How did I instigate what? Girl, shit. Anyway, I just wanted to come up here and just say that. I'm gonna get back to my night. Y'all have a beautiful night, girl. These people are
Well,
weird.
just tell him that you was crying. Yeah, I mean, you
Girl,
wasn't
fuck
fighting.
you, bitch, and go cut your dick off. I get tired of you talking to me too, bitch. You
He
murder
was
Urkel
crying
looking
when he
bitch.
got hit.
Shut the fuck up talking to me, cause you're part of the problem too as well. You make
You were
people like,
crying.
girl, shut up. You make people like Tommy go off
Tell
the deep
Pastor
end.
that you was crying.
Girl, fuck you, bitch, and go suck that white dick of yours, hoe, bitch.
Well, we know
Nah.
that you can't
Girl,
suck your
fuck you, hoe.
abuser's
Girl,
dick.
fuck you. Figure out what the fuck you want to be in life. A nigga or a fucking female, bitch. And leave me alone, hoe. I don't
Where's
talk to you,
Mississippi?
bitch. I don't talk
Where's
to you, hoe.
Mississippi?
Probably fucking your husband in the ass. That's probably
Oh,
where he
okay.
at.
Well, he
Oh,
not doing
okay.
you. He
Oh,
not doing
okay.
you.
Probably fucking your husband in the ass. Something you
Okay.
should be doing. Something
All
you
right.
should be
When you
doing,
going
bitch,
to
instead of
Austin?
talking to
When
me.
you going back to Austin?
Girl, fuck you, hoe. And when you getting off of
Okay.
probation, bitch? When are you
Okay.
gonna stop smoking crack and prostituting
Brian
your
was
ass?
in
When is you
Brian
gonna
was in
stop smoking crack?
Brian was in Crack Castro's chat talking about them screwing when he seen Tommy pull up on Castro. Okay,
Oh,
I
he
don't know
was
nothing about that.
excited. Oh yeah, he was excited. Castro. I mean,
Yeah, I kind of was.
this
I kind
nigga
of
was
was wanting to see
excited.
Castro.
He was getting
I was gonna
turned
ask
on.
Castro to send me a picture of his ass too. I ain't gonna
You was
lie
getting
to you.
turned on when
That was gonna be
Castro
the
was
next.
over there getting
That
doctored
was
up by
gonna
his
be the
neighbors.
next step. That was gonna be the next step of sending because Castro been flirting with me for these last couple of days, and that was
When
gonna
he
be the
was
next
eating
step.
pickles and crackers.
I don't give a fuck. Well, he can eat my pickle, bitch. Like, or maybe he can eat your pickle. Your dick probably bigger than mine. Bye, bitch. Ragged and murder Urkel looking mother. Joanna, man. Girl, get back. Good day.
You got more titties than all of us on this panel. Bye, ho.
Wow. See what I'm saying? Like I said, I was in Houston area at a party, didn't know what was going on, didn't watch YouTube because again, I don't watch YouTube with the other half. And I just clicked on and all of this stuff done happened. And then again, I didn't tell Castro to click my link. He clicked my link, inebriated. I don't know if the man is even thinking straight. He sounds like he's incoherent. And he's trying to fight folk instead of going get checked out at the emergency room and getting taken care of. He busy over here fighting. It's just unbelievable. The girls are not well. Then you got another content creator fighting with folk. Child, the girls are not well. The girls are not well, honey.
Girl,
Oh,
at least my titties move, bitch, and they ain't hard
good.
like a doorknob, baseball titty, bitch. At least
Okay, get
mine
back on
move, ho.
Grindr.
At least when I go left, they go with, bitch. Yours sit there like a goddamn balloon ready to be popped.
I don't want to do
Shit
this
don't
with you,
move.
Brian.
You would
I'm
never
not here for all
be
that.
a woman, and bitch,
Okay,
your
thank you.
shit. You got botched surgery, bitch, and you need to go figure out whatever you injected in them goddamn titties. They ain't working for your ass, hard titty, bitch. Your shit is like a doorknob, bitch. Don't even fucking move.
But Brian,
Unrealistic, bitch.
why all
I
of
don't
this
give a
though?
fuck.
Why
I'm
all
tired
of
of
this
this bitch
though?
plant. I'm tired of her. And she's always just a weird, hard-titted bitch. And I can see if you had hard titties, I see why your attitude be so hard, bitch. Get you some titties like mine, bitch. And my titties bigger than all you mother. Well, at least they move, hard-titted, bitch. At least I ain't trying to be a female with hard titties that look like a goddamn motherfucking golf ball, bitch.
Kilimanjaro
Your
said
titties
hello.
don't
Brian,
move. You would never be a bitch.
So Brian, are you gonna come for Queen Tulsa? Does she need to worry about
Because she
you hitting
came
her in
for me.
the head?
She
I
came
mean,
for
because
me.
you sounding just like Tommy right now,
I don't
very
give a fuck.
angry.
Well, you don't see me
Okay.
driving to nobody's house, busting nobody upside their head. So
I don't
obviously, I don't
know.
sound that much like them. Okay, y'all have a beautiful night. Good day.
Honey, it's some
The
angry
girls
people.
are not
Honey.
well.
The girls are not well, honey. These big bricks are busted. And again, it's crazy. And see, you can't be playing. And I mean, I told Castro, I'm like, that boy was not stable, and you keep on messing with the man. And again, y'all, I told y'all Castro provokes people. And I'm not saying that it's right that he got his head cracked in. But my thing is, you keep on provoking people, people will fulfill your wish list. Hold on.
Okay. And he was doing that. I don't know if y'all watched the end of that video. I think it starts at the 54-minute mark. If
Come on,
y'all
baby.
go,
All right. Go
okay,
ahead. I'm letting the dog out. Go ahead.
okay. I want to say if y'all go to the 54-minute mark, just watch from that part and go ahead and like let it go. But you will see Castro had plenty of time to de-escalate. He had plenty of time to go back into the house. If there was a protective order, I wouldn't want to be seen with this man in the street because little do I know, I don't know how Tommy gonna play. He could be on the phone with the police or anything. But if I know that I'm not supposed to have contact with you, I don't want no contact with you because I don't want to go to jail. You see what I'm saying?
Well, and this is the thing. They have been corresponding with each other, which is also problematic if the man had a restraining order. So if you had a restraining order, then why are you corresponding with somebody by text and calls? Again, y'all playing in folk faces until it got real. And again, Tommy snapped, and Tommy gave you what you want. And it's unfortunate that that happened. And
Yeah.
now, what is Castro doing? Castro said, "Did you see the mug shot?" And
He's
just laughed.
laughing. He's laughing about it.
And like I said, it may be funny to him, I guess, but like I said, I'm sitting here like, wow, you just got cracked in the head with a iron piece of metal, and you ain't even at the hospital,
No,
and you
Pastor,
sitting
he
up there
went to his
drinking.
neighbor's house. Listen,
You
he went to his
drinking with the neighbor?
Yeah, he went over to the neighbor's house. We don't know if they had on gloves or if they would even wash their hands. But he went over there and he let them doctor up on him. And, just they told him, hey, we're going to give you some doctor's orders, which they're not a doctor. And they said, if it swells up tomorrow, then you're all good. But if it doesn't, then you need to go get checked out. These are people under his age. I think about 24 years of age with no documentation, with no medical education behind their diagnosis and what they're doing to him. Mind you, he is in Arkansas. A lot of people, y'all might not look at this like that, but listen here, he is in Arkansas, and them people don't like niggas. They don't like black people down there. They ready to see a black man go down so they could be on the front news to oh, well, we gave him care and we did this and that. There was another big, strong, tall black man that came out here and attacked him, and he didn't want to go and get medical treatment when their white asses should have been calling 911. They called 911 for every fucking thing else.
Well, let me say this. It's not my problem. And I know that sounds callous, but it's not. Because you can't tell these people nothing. And I keep on telling them because, it was not a matter if, it was when. You keep on bugging that man. And I kept on saying, well, if you really go, leave. Y'all, I snapped at Tommy because I got tired of hearing about that man. I'm like, okay.
But Pastor, it was like Castro was not going to leave it alone until till Tommy went upside his head. It was like he wasn't satisfied. It was like he was immune to it. It was like a regular routine. It was like, oh my God, if he don't hit me, then I'm gonna go crazy.
Well,
And
y'all
nobody
got it.
victim blaming,
Y'all got
baby.
what you want. Like I said, I never wanted anybody to get assaulted. But then when it happened, everybody gasping. And everybody like, ooh, We look, I predicted this a long time ago. I've been telling y'all that a long time ago somebody's gonna get hurt. Now all of a sudden, I'm responsible for it. Okay. Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day,
Baby, like I
these
said,
are
I'm
these
a
are
sleep well.
volunteers, no
I'm a
victims.
sleep well. I'm a sleep well tonight.
Mhm.
No, not one turn a jerk, because I've been telling people. And Tommy, I feel bad for you that you're in jail, but you did it, and you cannot blame Castro because you should have not even been over there. You shouldn't even been over there because he blocked you. Has he blocked you? So what's that about?
Pastor, they both should be in jail, in my humble opinion. They should both be in jail.
Well,
And the reason why I say that is because when that man showed up, it was the judge's orders. You cannot see each other. You cannot talk to each other. So Castro violated the judge's orders too. It shouldn't be just a one person going down. Both of y'all need to go to jail.
well,
I'm tired of
what
it.
happens. Well, let
Just
me say
sit.
this. We will see what happens. I'm not a judge. I don't make those decisions. I think it's tragic on both ends. But again, I've been telling y'all, the girls are not well. The girls are not well, and people who don't have nothing to lose will cause you to lose everything. I told Tommy that. Child, well, now you got it. You wanted it. Here it is. And I just feel sorry that people don't listen. But you can't tell people, because like Tommy said, he grown and he gonna do what he want to do. I'm like, okay, and this is why I am resting easy. This is why I am chill and easy like Sunday morning.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah, he
mean,
doesn't need a
because
bond. He doesn't need a bond. He is a criminal and he needs to be in jail. Sorry,
yeah,
Pastor, go ahead.
Doc Empress, I've been saying that. So like I said, I don't need to prove it. Y'all know it. I'm just reminding you all. And we'll see what happens. And Castro, I don't know if you went in your right mind. I don't know if you was drunk. I don't know what was going on. But you said the man was in jail. Did you see the mug shot and laughed and cackled? And I'm like, okay. I mean, hey, if that's what you wanted, that could have been your whole
Pastor,
strategy
can I
the
say
whole
something?
time. Go ahead.
Okay, so who is it? Pillow says no. Who is it? Hold on, let me see this comment because somebody was telling me that Castro can be on his property. Sweetheart, if you go back to that video, that was just joke. Says Castro has a right to sit on his property in peace. Sweetheart, he was not sitting on his property.
Somebody have the does somebody have the mugshot picture? I don't know if somebody said they saw the mugshot picture.
Oh yeah, he's
Somebody
cheesing in it.
Oh, okay then. Did you see it, Tulsa?
Yeah, he's cheesing. Like he's
Where
got a big
is it?
smile on his face.
Where is it?
It's at the Pulaski inmate situation.
Okay, let me Pulaski.
Yeah.
All right, hold on for a minute.
And then just if you know his name, you got to type it in. But no, so back to you jokes or whatever your name is. First of all, Castro was not in his yard. Castro went out into the streets, sweethearts. Were you not watching? He kept antagonizing. He kept the Pulaski Detention Center. He kept going over there. He just would not stop. It was like, he was gonna get it. Like he wanted something to go down. He could have went in the house. This is my thing. If we have something court order and you show up in my house, I'm calling the police. And everything that happened after that, that's what's gonna happen after that. But I'm calling the police first. We're not supposed to be in contact with each other. I think y'all are missing that point. And it doesn't matter what y'all say because these are the judge's orders. And if you thought that the judge's orders didn't matter, then sir or ma'am, you got another thing coming because the judge's orders matter.
Child, that's such a nice picture. Ooh, he's smiling.
You see him like his high school senior picture.
Okay,
Yeah.
but the sad part about it is it ain't a smiling, happy moment. And it's not a bad mugshot because we done seen some horrible mugshots. Oh, some horrible mugshots. But the situation is tragic. I think it's domestic violence. And so
what you think the judge gonna say when she see that photo?
I don't know.
Or what you think is gonna go through her mind?
My thing is if Tommy is truly mentally ill, Now's the time to start saying I'm crazy.
Well, that
And I get
photo
a
proves it. Pastor
now
Young.
it's time to say I'm crazy and I get a crazy check.
Yeah,
Okay.
that photo
And
says
maybe,
it.
yeah. Yeah, he agitated him to lump up him. Well, let me say this, y'all. I keep on telling Tommy, look,
Who
I
said that,
said,
Pastor?
Tommy, I said, look, you have to use emotional intelligence. This man is trying to provoke you. He's doing that with everybody on these platforms. And you can't get that man to make you so upset that you want to drive over there. I'm like, you don't understand that. It could just be a setup. But he wouldn't listen. And now, even though it is a nice mugshot picture, it's still a mugshot. And what happened? Somebody must have called. So somebody must have called because I don't think Castro called. So somebody must have called. So I don't know if it was a neighbor or what, but somebody must have called for him to even you know, be arrested. So somebody had to call.
But
Y'all
Pastor,
are not aware of Arkansas law. If Tommy went to Castro, he was the one the law will say was in the wrong. I live here and I've had my fair share of run-ins with the law. Okay, but look, I don't know.
okay. Yeah,
I
I
don't
wasn't
know.
sure because this is where I was coming from when I said that is because like usually when a judge gives out orders, he'll tell one party, then he'll tell the other party, right? And it's no contact, right? And it say usually they'll break it down. If you see this person, you can't be
Okay.
X amount of feet from them. And if y'all meet up at the same place, then one of y'all got to go. That should have been explained, you know. Because
Yeah.
it's a small town, you could run into a place. So what were the rules if you guys ran into were in the same place at the same time? Who would have to leave,
Wow.
I don't have
Wow.
to live in
Wow, y'all,
Arkansas
why y'all
to have
doing that?
common
Oh my
sense.
God. Pastor Jay, I reached out to Thomas Father Church. They
Oh
said
Lord.
people have been sending them Castro Tommy fight stuff. They told me they're holding an emergency meeting tomorrow with Tommy Father, child. I don't know why they holding a meeting with his daddy, because his daddy don't have really nothing to do with it, but I guess they're concerned because these churches get real
Well, they want
involved
to
in
have a
people's
prayer
lives.
squad with them,
I don't know. Tommy had went home and got out of them red clothes. He had a black shirt on. So y'all look, I'm gonna say this. I'm not responsible for grown men who are in their mid-30s assaulting each other. I have done everything that I possibly could to say, hey, y'all leave each other alone, stop provoking each other. This is what happens when you don't listen to wise counsel. This stuff happens. Rico, you always trying to get somebody straight. Get your life straight. You don't need to come and tell me XYZ. I meant what I said. I provoked nothing. And my thing is this: if you put it on YouTube, we're going to talk about it. I can understand if somebody has doxed you or da da da, but these people have put stuff on. People have provoked. Again, you didn't see what Castro just did and how he came and clicked the link and tried to. You didn't see that, Rico? I just think that you have selective vision, selective judgment, and a whole lot of things. And again, I'm not going to argue with you. I don't feel no ways tied. I'm going to go again and rest. I don't care what these people say. At the end of the day, you keep your hands to yourself. You have emotional intelligence. Stop provoking people. Uppity, this should be a lesson for you, Uppity. You better leave Room Shaker and Max Boogie alone. I don't know them women. Them women seem like they are very serious. I don't know if you're trying to do a setup, but baby, you keep on telling people to show up and they may just do that. So let this be a lesson to you. Let this lesson be to all of us. Stop telling people to pull up because somebody is going to oblige you. And when they pull up, don't try to show out in front of the cameras. And this is what gets me again, Queen Tulsa. We're seeing the blood and the video and all of this stuff. And it's like, y'all still filming. When does it stop? When do you say, okay, this is personal and this shouldn't be on camera. But y'all don't get it. So until y'all get it, people gonna talk about it.
And let me just say this. I've been over here plenty of times with Tommy and Castro being on the panel, and I've even voiced, advice, and you've given them advice. Hey, it's not going to work out. Something is going to happen, and it's been said. If you go back to the lives when they have been over here, yeah, they come over hyped sometimes. Then you got to cool them down, right? But at the end of the day, we all are adults. We all are responsible for our mental health. We all are responsible for our behavior on this red app. You see what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
be able to stand on it.
You know what, Kwani? I agree with you too. And you're right, Queen Tulsa. But let me say this. Kwani,
Mhm.
I agree with you on that. But this is why I tell people, you put all of this stuff out. This is what they do. And they don't listen. Y'all, the first day I saw Tommy and Castro, I was saying, what's more important, your relationship or YouTube? You may want to take your relationship off of YouTube. I got cussed out when they was calling Tommy daddy. I was like, Tommy, they calling your daddy, baby. They blocked me.
Y'all know what you're talking about. Oh man, this, that, and the
So,
third.
yeah, okay.
You know, no, you
Not
had wise
only you,
counsel.
not only you all, Yolanda has to, and Shamar tried to talk to Tom and tell him to stop, but he's grown. He is. Mm-hmm. Jay Wilson, you know that man provoked me. I'm like, well, Tommy, why don't you block him? Did you block him from this? Did you block him from? Well, y'all playing in our faces. If you ain't blocking him, because if you really didn't want to talk to him, then why you calling him cussing out? I'm like, he likes that. He gets off on that. Now he's assaulted. And my thing is this, boy, look, you need to go to the hospital. That's a serious injury. And, talking about something, nobody don't care for me. Look, child, I don't have time for no sympathy, all of that stuff. Man, go to the hospital. Nobody don't want to see nobody leave here.
Pastor, it was near his temple. That's
Yeah,
why I'm
nobody
concerned.
ain't trying to see nobody leave here. But obviously, again, nobody can't tell you nothing. See, people trying to tell him to go to the hospital.
Yeah,
What
because
are
it's
you
not
telling
about
them?
what you can see with the naked eyes, what you
Yeah,
can't
but
see
no,
with it.
but the thing is, no one can tell them anything, Queen Tulsa. No one.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell Tommy nothing. Can't tell Castro nothing. And barely tell that other man. And let me say this.
Yeah.
Baby, these girls are unhinged. They're unhinged tonight. Brian came up here, just oof. Rico done came up here, want to read somebody. I'm like, boo, you got a whole court case coming up in September. Putting your hands on somebody. The dog. Oh,
Well, he was gonna clock you, is what he said, and got clocked right on
Pastor,
down.
there were no orders of protection. Both have police reports, but were instructed to go to prosecuting attorneys to get the order of protection. If he fall out, yep. Castro said he didn't want to go to the hospital. He's gotten back on live. Oh Lord. Yeah, but he just want that. Yeah.
But Pastor, let me say this. It was a content creator, I ain't gonna say their name, but this particular
Mhm.
content creator told Castro to take full advantage of this. And then I'm thinking, how the hell he gonna take full advantage of this? He ain't monetized. Tell him to take full advantage of that damn ER. Okay? Oh, this is the time. A money hungry ass content creator. Oh, this is the time for you to really take advantage of this. No, tell him to go to the hospital and go get checked out.
Jay Wilson, you exploiting these men. I'm like, wasn't he on Brian's channel? Wasn't he on these people? Just so
Somebody told him to make some money. No, you ain't told him to get on there and make some money.
like I
Somebody
said,
told him to make some money off this situation.
Well, like I said, I ain't tell nobody to go assault nobody.
You heard
And,
that, crazy people. I'm not
and let me say
tripping.
this. And let me say this. I'm gonna talk about it tomorrow. I'm gonna talk about when Tommy gets out of jail. We're gonna see if Castro goes to the hospital, and I'm gonna talk about it. See how easy it is? Because my thing is, you all talking about you don't care for nobody. These hoes don't even care for themselves. Castro is back on his platform talking.
Period.
Period. Okay? And y'all think that somebody is feeling some kind of way, and I'm supposed to feel like, mm-mm,
No.
I don't. I don't. Cause you all about the money. I guess they are too, but I'm just reporting what they put out. If you don't want me to talk about it, stop putting it out. Why did you record Tommy coming there? Why did you continue to record it? Then the phone fell. Next thing you know, what we see, blood all everywhere, blood everywhere, right?
Mhm.
Okay, all
But they
right,
told us it was skits at first. So,
baby.
okay,
You
was
got
this
the
the skit? You
but you
know?
got the dramatic effect of it because that's what you wanted. You wanted the, ooh, my God, you wanted that first reaction. You wanted all of that. So that's exactly what you got. And then you came on my platform. It didn't stop there. I didn't know what was going on. So now everybody chiming in, ooh, JJJ, because of course it's a story. Everybody want to be on top of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then Castro clicks on my link with Brian and Rico. Ain't that something?
I
The
mean, he
whole
came with a big smile,
the
Pastor.
Trinity, honey, the Trinity. They came all up on here, and Castro was like, "You see that mug shot?" and start laughing. Okay, and then want to talk about Catherine Powell and Queen Tulsa. I'm like, "Did you get checked? Are you inebriated? Are you okay?" And then here come Brian. And then, I mean, it's just like, here come Rico. And then Rico always starts off, but then he gonna tell somebody something. Click. No, you ain't gonna tell me nothing. You gonna tell it on your channel, but you ain't gonna tell me nothing. You see how I click that thing? I'm like, bye.
He said he was gonna clock you and you clicks.
I'm gonna clock you right on off here.
Get right on
Because
up out of here.
again, a couple of weeks ago, I told you the same thing. I said, Rico, clean your house. Do this. I said, you looking unhinged, and then you calling the dog to you. You're looking crazy. Child, and then he want to talk about King Roman and the YouTube stuff. Them people went in that house, saw that house, a whole ramshackle mess, and they took you in. Because you don't listen either. And I was right, Queen Tulsa. It's not because I want to be right, but baby, I know. Oh my God, the girls are
How was
not
the
well,
house looking,
honey.
Pastor?
Ramshackle. Look like somebody broke in.
No. Get
Like
out.
they were trying to find something. And they didn't put it back. I mean, I'm like, it didn't make no sense.
Listen, you gotta clean up home. You gotta
And
clean
that's the
your
thing.
porch.
First of
first.
all, the dog, you ain't even living in a habitable. Oh, Jesus. Lord help me today. Lord help me today. I'm not trying to be funny, y'all. I ain't trying to be funny.
You listen, you preach
But
keep
then you
on
want
it.
to come over here and talk about some.
You know what? We just gonna bow our heads and pray for these people.
Girl, I'm drinking my
They need
Gold
it.
Peak 00 sugar tea, bro. Because these girls are not well.
At all.
This is some crazy shit.
Listen, they come out here, they act the fool and get mad when you talk about it. Make
All
that
I
make
saw was
sense.
Tommy come in that blood of Jesus sweat that short set, and he came in that car and he was laughing. He was talking at first, and then Castro, it got deep.
Whew.
And then the next thing you know, somebody walking away, and then somebody had them things that go on your steering wheel so they won't steal it. So that's what it was. Okay. And he had that in his hand. And then the next thing you know, the camera just goes all kind of ways. And baby, it was giving me that Vegas thing, except it wasn't no pow pow. It was
Right.
okay,
Yes.
okay,
But
and
listen,
that's why.
Pastor, he was in the car at any point in time. You know this man ain't got it all. I was thinking maybe he was going to reverse and get him. You know? They were both in red. I don't know if you noticed that. They were both in red.
Honey, but one was in red after the
From
thing
head
was
to
finished.
toe.
Baby, these girls ain't well.
Well, you know they say Tommy Castro then lit a candle on Tommy. Playing with that witchcraft, baby. Listen here. Y'all, you be acting like you want to, baby. You can't even get rid of them, honey, because you done lit that candle, girl. You both shall die. I know for myself.
I
Come
know
on
for
now.
myself.
Let's get
All I
it.
know is I'm gonna see what happens in the morning. Hold on, somebody sent me some. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Give me a minute. Somebody done sent me something. Hold on.
Okay, now. Well, oh, child. I think Castro, this is just my opinion, y'all. Some of y'all might not agree, but I'm gonna wait until he come back and then I'll tell y'all that part. But I don't feel like Castro should be free. Castro should be locked up. Go get him and lock him up. You know, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna call tomorrow and see what it is that I can do so they can take a look at this video because I've made me some on it. And then for you to come over here and laugh about it, oh, look at him. Did you
Ooh,
see
Queen
his
Tulsa.
mug
Now, why
shot?
you get ready to start some mess, Queen Tulsa? Girl, don't do it. Don't
Okay,
do
I'm
it.
gonna leave it alone.
Rex, you don't come up here. Get the hell out of my chat. You don't come up here. Who is this Rex person? You don't come up here.
Very
Now,
volatile.
I'm like I heard that Rex kept on saying to Brian, "Why you let Jay Wilson do this and this to you?" I don't know if that's true, but I heard. I don't know if it was Rex or Mr. West. I don't know which one.
Mhm.
It might have been Mr. West. I don't know. I don't want to lie on nobody. But child, this is a mess. This is a mess. Like I said, for all of those content creators that want to blame me,
You're
well,
innocent.
you can do what you want. You can say what you want. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it tomorrow. If you do not want people to talk about it, don't put it on.
Oh, can I
See,
come talk
my
about it
thing
with you?
is, you may. My thing is this: I can understand if somebody doxes you or do something that you don't have any control over. Castro has control over his camera. Tommy has control over his car. He has control over this. Castro blocked the man. Tommy didn't use emotional intelligence. He went right on over there. Okay. And this is what happened. Jay Wilson wasn't even here. Jay Wilson was in Houston again.
At a party.
I was at a party. So I don't know what you was talking about because yeah, baby, we was doing the line dances and
And
boots
they
on the
like this
ground
song.
and stuff.
Right.
So
But you know what? This is my thing. How can they
Lord,
say
no,
that?
you lying to me, pretty mama, to you.
What happened?
Pastor J, did Castro tell you he let his neighbor stitch his forehead with a dirty needle and a baby wipe? Girl, I know you lying to me.
I told you that he was letting those neighbors, and they
Oh
were
my
like
God.
23,
Castro,
24.
you can get an infection. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Deanna, why don't you help your boy? He your friend, right? Help him. Why don't you help him? You so concerned. Why don't you tell him, hey, go to the hospital? Why don't you text him and say, hey, go to the hospital? You need to get a CAT scan. You could have internal bleeding or you could have damage. Why don't you tell him to do that? You know, see, again, y'all the one who thought it. Let me say this. Let me tell you why they get upset with me. Because I am straightforward honest. I come to do a show. I don't come to be nobody mama, no daddy, no, I give you suggestions. It is up to you if you use it or not. It is up to you. There are no friends on YouTube. I have been telling you all this, and I am supposed to care. Look, I have a hard time feeling anything when you have been told over and over again, but you tell me I'm a grown man, which you are. So now you got grown people's problems. And this could have been avoided had you had emotional intelligence. And this should be a lesson to every content creator that's involved and want to pull up and do some crazy stuff like this. You should look at this. This should be a deterrent that you will step back, breathe. Everybody ain't the baddest person. Stop trying to show people what you can do. Baby, people who don't have nothing to lose will cause you to lose everything.
Everything. Everything. Now
Thank you,
Tommy done lost.
Hambone.
Oh,
They didn't burn it, so you know it's dirty, Lord. I'm looking at these things here. Hold on. Rex sat on YouTube doing ignorant shit until he messed up his marriage and family. Who listening to him, child? Do Jehovah help him? Castro needs his medication too because he's getting crazy, child.
oh
First
boy.
of all, I cannot believe he let somebody stitch him up. I wouldn't even want to touch that. Did the neighbor use a glove? Was
We
it
don't
any
know.
alcohol? I mean, you know what? What? This ain't no emergency room. What
Yes, it was.
this ain't war torn Bosnia or something. What is
Baby, it
this?
was given the white men, they were in war, honey. He had to get on over there and get his comrade together, honey. Then they was
Mm.
talking about Trump and all that, and they was laughing. And Castro told the white woman she sound black, and I think she was a little offended by that. Hmm.
Somebody said Castro went to a makeshift urgent care, baby. But this is the thing. You don't know if this man is gonna get an infection. You don't know. And how he was talking today, he sounds off. He sounds like he done had a concussion. Child, look, I'm about to go to bed. I ain't gonna be sitting up here. I gotta get up in the morning, child. But you know I'm gonna check it in the morning and I'm gonna talk about it. Again, I'm sorry y'all want me to feel some kind of way. I don't. Because we've been telling folk and the people who are here, all 351 people will tell you Jay has been telling these guys not to do this. And so that's it. Now, Brian said that he was talking about somebody screwing or some kind of way. Child, I don't even know. But child. And then you say he was crying?
Oh yeah,
Tulsa, you say he was
Brian
crying?
was crying because of, you know, Tommy doing that to Castro. I don't know, maybe he had a flashback of Mississippi doing it to him, you know, like with the
Oh, Jesus,
punch.
stop,
You know.
Tulsa. Oh, child,
No,
please.
I'm serious.
Child, he'll be clicking this link. Don't do it. Don't do it. I didn't know he was crying though.
He was triggered.
I'm in shock. I'm like, wow.
I was shocked.
So Tommy snapped finally. Okay. Y'all provoked. He done snapped, and this is what's going on. Okay.
Pastor, he kept trying to get in his car and leave. Castro kept egging it. He just kept like provoking him, saying little things. Yeah, you this. Yeah, like he had to get the last word. Like, go back in your yard and go back into the house, call the police. Why didn't you go in the house and call the police? If you had went in the house and called the police, you wouldn't have got knocked upside your head.
Well, like I said, it is what it is. But Toast, I'm going to bed, baby.
All right.
This is a hot mess.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it alone. I did a
I'm gonna go ahead and marinate and sleep well, and then I'll be refreshed tomorrow. But let me say this: Jay Wilson had nothing to do with this. Jay Wilson was in Houston, Texas, at a party, not even watching YouTube. Jay Wilson didn't even check the emails. Okay, I just came on YouTube to see what was going on. Back from the party, what's good? That's all. And then y'all telling me somebody got cracked in the head, and I'm like, oh my god. I ain't even know that. I'm like, what? And it's weird. And now everybody trying to blame me for a child. You can't. I won't let you. I don't own that receipt. That's not a purchase that I made. Now, have I let them come up here and speak? Yes, I have. And every time I'm like, you sound crazy and you need to leave that man alone. But again, I've never made anybody click my link. I didn't even make Castro click my link tonight.
No, you didn't.
And y'all trying to deter him. Don't go over there. He using you. He using you. Child, Brian telling folk to do that. What did Brian do? I heard now. I have not seen this. But again, y'all don't understand. Baby, people send me stuff. I just looked at my email, baby. I got emails, videos, and all of this stuff already. People send stuff, but people was telling me that, ooh, they tearing you up over there, and XYZ is saying that, you exploiting them and da 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 da. But what is he doing again? Child, don't play. Hi, Jay. Deanna and Tracer tried hard to get Castro to go to the emergency room. They talked to him firmly about possibility of concussion, blood. Child, he won't. He don't listen to nobody.
Don't want to listen. We just told him the same thing.
Yeah, he don't listen. Brian was crying because it was sad. What's wrong with having compassion? Shout out to Brian, baby. I look. I wasn't there. I didn't see it. And like I said, I have compassion by really telling people, hey,
Me and Brian gonna be talking about that man in another week.
You might need to stay away from this stuff. I'm just saying. Who was the last one today to let Castro and Tommy get on their panels? It wasn't me. They make community wall posts about you too. Child, they do. I don't even
Listen
check
here,
them.
Pastor. Let me just say this: whether if they was here or not, or on anybody's panel, they knew that there was a protective order in place. So that had nothing to do with us. We wasn't there when the protective order was served. Y'all need to stop that. Now, Pastor, I did do
Somebody
a premiere.
said Brian went live with the bloody picture right after it happened. Exploitation much.
Yeah, he did.
Exploitation, honey.
Yeah.
Wow. Is your channel even monetized? Baby, let me tell you something. These girls, again, where was Jay Wilson? How long ago did this happen?
It didn't even happen 24 hours. Brian had, it was probably
No,
shortly
by what time? Because see, I'm looking at the video. It looked like it was daytime, and I'm
it was like daytime, evening, maybe like 5, 6
in the afternoon.
In the evening, yeah.
Child, let me say this. Now. Once again, I was driving to Houston at that time, listening to Sirius XM. Didn't even know what was going on. Child, I don't have nothing to do with it.
On your way to the party, okay?
So, well, anyway, I don't know nothing about it, but I tell you what, I didn't put Castro's bloody head up on the screen. You mean he did that? Oh my God. That's exploitation. Isn't that exploitation? That's serious exploitation.
He took a photo and he kept it up there, and he was acting like he was crying. I think he was trying to take one of Nessa's situation when she cried for cash apps. Yeah, that's what he was doing. And I think he is monetized. I think he got a super sticker.
Okay, well, let me say this. That's exploitation. Jay Wilson didn't do that. But anyway, it's all good. Wow. But anyway, I ain't hollering at nobody. Don't put my name in there talking about I'm doing this and this and this and these people doing the same thing. Again, y'all, I'm going to bed. Queen Toast, I'll talk to y'all later. I gotta get up in the morning. Y'all take care. Bye.